In the 1880s, a Danish environmentalist named Johan needed to figure out how to measure the hidden population of fish. On the first day, he put a net down in one part of the lake and marked every fish in blue. On the second day, he went to another part of the lake, but marked every fish red and counted the blue fish from the previous day. On the third day, he rowed his boat to another part of the lake and pulled up the fish and counted the blue and the red fish, and then marked them all yellow. By looking at the overlaps between the fish of different colors, he could extrapolate the total number of fish in the lake. Bingo! Johan had found out how to measure a hidden population, which was great for fish lovers. But no one else cared all that much. Until the civil war in Bosnia in the late 1990s, where people suspected that thousands of civilians were being killed and hidden in mass graves. The fighters denied it, but whole families were missing. Then someone remembered Johan and his fish, and human rights researchers asked, what if, instead of nets, you used lists with overlaps between different groups, like nettings? And so by collecting lists from hospitals, churches, NGOs, and the UN, researchers could estimate how many people the death squads had killed. But was it right? Was this an accurate estimate? After the war, a grisly test proved that it was, when the mass graves were found and dug up, and the bodies of those murdered were counted. The result was the same. The number of hidden bodies of murder victims had been predicted using Johan's method. The killers were arrested and tried in international courts. Slavery is another hidden crime. Rescue and arrest rates are notoriously low. Slavery is so hidden, governments and NGOs don't know the size of the problem, and without knowing how many are enslaved, it's hard to plan for freedom. But Johan's method, now called multiple systems estimation, can be used to estimate the number of slaves in a country. In 2015, for the first time, researchers in the United Kingdom used it and found nearly 5 times the number of previous known cases of slavery. Within days, the UK government changed its anti-slavery policies, operating on a solid estimate for the first time, and other countries began to copy what Britain did, estimating their own hidden population of slaves. There are likely to be hidden slaves where you are now. And now, your organisation or government can do the same. The Anti-Slavery Nerds of the University of Nottingham Rights Lab, one of the partners in the UK study, is ready to help you design and do your own multiple systems estimation. Because only by measuring and understanding the scale of slavery can we effectively tackle it. If you are interested in finding out more, follow these links, and while you're at it, why don't you have a look at the University of Nottingham's new, internationally recognised Slavery and Liberation Masters?